What up out there, YouTube heads? Travel Wolves in the building. So we're back today, another episode. You know, man, when you got them on the run, you got to run them down, man. And the funny thing about it is, this is what I mean by exhibiting patience. Patience in all things, because these guys, man, these guys are done. These guys are starving. And it shows. They're weak. They're weak. And all I had to do was put it out there into the universe, and the rest was history, man. The rest of it took care of itself. The Passport Bro movement is done, finished, finito. You know what I mean? So we got to keep them on the run. Just got to keep them on the run. I sat here yesterday and watched the two of the most popular Passport Bros go on YouTube Live all day, begging, pleading, pleading for money. Yeah, it's early where I'm at. It's early where you're at. Let's see what time it is where you're at. It's 3:45 a.m. No, that's not right. That's my alarm. It's 9:24 a.m. on the East Coast. It's 6:24 a.m. on the West Coast. So I'm always up. I'm like a ninja, man. I'm like a Navy SEAL. I'm always up when the enemies are sleeping in their camp and they're twiddling their little toes together and they're cuddled up having dreams of sugar pops and plums. I'm up hunting. I'm up watching them sleep like this, taking them out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a wolf. I'm a pirate. You know what I'm saying? We never sleep. We always open for business, baby. So anyway, the Passport Bros are finished, like I said. I watched yesterday the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen grown men do in my life. And I don't know how nobody can see what failure looks like. These people have failed you. And I don't know why nobody knows what it looks like, you know. Maybe you're not a risk taker. Maybe you're not somebody who has ever done something extraordinary or outside of their comfort zone. But this is what failure looks like. And the problem I have is that you guys are feeding failure. You guys are feeding it. When you watch their streams and you watch and you support them with super chats and all this other stuff, and you supplicate them, their meager lifestyle, because this is the truth about it. Nobody poor needs money. Nobody poor needs money. These guys are poor in so many aspects of their life. Foreman Floyd, Austin Holloman, they're poor. They don't need money. You give money to rich people. Rich people need money. Believe it or not, it's a fact. Everybody who puts on a facade of being wealthy is really doing some shady shit because they need money to keep the facade. The facade is what matters. But these guys don't have a facade. They're poor. They're poor. They don't need money. And all you're doing is feeding failure. You're feeding failure. This live won't be that long because I'm just going to talk about this for a minute, and then I'm just warming up because what I really want to talk about is something else, and I'll be in the next live. So I'm doing 2 lives today because I wanted to really give you guys a picture of how my imagination saw this happening when you travel. What should really happen when you travel? When you get to the other country, what should really happen? You know, not what's happened, but what my imagination had me thinking, and what was promoted was going to happen. But really, 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 what should happen? So this live won't be that long, but I'm cooking. I'm just getting started. We're getting the hors d'oeuvres on the table, so enjoy. So yeah, I mean, you guys are out here just feeding the failure. This nigga Austin is laying in the bed, bro. Y'all watching this nigga eat. Y'all watching him laying in the bed. I guess he was talking to some chick, trying to get some female over, and that failed. And that failed. And y'all keep sending him cash apps, cash apps. Look, man, I get it. Oh, boy. You guys have more, them guys that follow these people have more loyalty. I got to give them their credit. They have so much loyalty to these people who've done nothing for them, to the peanut butter and jellies who done nothing for them, who basically hopped on a car that was moving out of the desert and looked back at them and put their middle fingers up and laughed at you guys. You guys that couldn't travel, you guys that couldn't stay out long because you ain't got a remote job or you don't have a situation together where you're able to detach from the snakes. These guys ran off in the world, left you behind, laughed at you, ended up fucked up, and you guys are still like loyal to them. Would you be this loyal to a sports team? How many Knicks fans we have left? How many Giants fans do we have left? Come on, work with me here. Would you guys be this loyal to your favorite quarterback? I don't think so. I know so. Most of these people are bandwagon supporters, but for some reason, you are so enthralled by these two buffoons, and that's scary to me. That's scary to me because I've seen some other shit happening today. They got this Good Times reboot out, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, these are scary times. It'd be one thing if they gave you something. I'm gonna give you guys a way out. I keep telling you, listen. I'm good. I'm so good. I'm grateful. I may never be as wealthy as I want. I'm rich. I may not be wealthy. I'm rich. I'll probably never accept it because I want to be wealthy. I want to be 20 million, 100 million, dollars, billion. That's what I see myself finishing at. And I'm almost there. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. But I'm good. I don't really need anything from nobody. I just want you guys to look good. I want you guys to wear the clothes and look good, or wear any clothes and look better than me been looking. But I'm giving you guys the information. How many of you have even brought the book? How many of you have you? I bet you those motherfuckers don't have nothing like this. This is your escape right here. I'm showing you the tools, and you don't want to use them. This is your escape. This is your escape right here. I'll be honest with you. A lot of this shit is fake. To me, a lot of this shit is fake. Fake people, fake everything. A lot of it is fake. And me being me, I already know it's fake. So I don't really fuck with it. And sometimes I kind of I kind of have blue pill relapse, and I say, well, maybe this time will be different. But this shit is fake. This shit is rigged. Okay, I can tell you that from me fucking attacking it from every angle. Even right now, even though I'm in a beautiful $1 million home right now, it still shouldn't be like this for me. It should be way better. And I'm just thinking, like, if everyone is attached to these two buffoons, if everyone has an emotional attachment to these two buffoons who done nothing but beg. This nigga is in a room in his mama house. He's in a room. The room look old and shit, like an old room, old little boy's room, right? He's in a fucking room, bro. He's in a fucking room at his mama's house. This other dude don't even turn his webcam on no more because he's in the fucking Starbucks or fucking on the street somewhere. Austin's in the little boy's room. He's in his childhood room. He's in his childhood room in his childhood home. And fucking Floyd doesn't even turn his camera on because this nigga's in a coffee shop somewhere. And you guys just tune in. I mean, not my subs. My subs are the elite, but those other subs just tune in and watch this fucking train wreck. Watch failure. And maybe I'm being too hard on them. Because maybe people like failure. Maybe if I said to myself, I'm fucked up, I don't got no money, I'm about to get evicted, more people would tune in. Maybe you guys like failure. I don't know. I if I did that, I would really be lying. It's kind of a contradiction because when people say that, they're really lying, but then I would be saying it and lying too. So nobody can really be that belly up. You can't. It's impossible. It's possible, but it's impossible. It's really just being lazy, you know. Overall, as a whole, I believe it. The one thing I believe in, the one thing I have left in this world is I believe in African American men. And as a whole, I believe that we are the best on the planet. We have the ability to do things to become wealthy that nobody else can do. White men can't do it, Asian men can't do it, Latino, Hispanic men can't do it, mixed race men can't do it. Nobody can do the things we can do to get wealthy. A kid from any of the worst cities in America can use his mouth, and it's easier now, can use his mouthpiece to recite poetry to music and make himself into a millionaire, literally overnight. And we got proof of that. From Master P to Soldier Boy to J. Cole. We got proof of that. People who started with nothing. Nobody can do that. What, one Eminem of the hundreds of thousands of brothers who did that, one Eminem, that shows you right there. None of them can do it. None of them can do that. In athletics, forget about it. In athletics, in all the sports, we got two sports all-stars. We got brothers who play in the Super Bowl and the World Series in the same season, and sometimes win both of them. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do what we do. We are 2, 3, 4-star athletes. So that's why I'm pissed off. That's why I'm coming at these cats. That's why I really want to, you know what I'm saying, on them, because we are our own gang, and you know how that rolls. You know what I'm saying? We gotta check them. They gotta stand on the line and answer for that shit. They gotta answer for the shit that they doing, because a lot of us work too fucking hard, put up with too much shit, hold our composure, hold our families down. A lot of us doing the right thing, but we can't separate from this shit. We can't separate from the buffoons known as Austin Holman and Foreign Floyd because they look like us, and that wouldn't necessarily be appropriate. That would be some sellout shit to say, oh, I'm not like those guys. And I know some people who do that travel and live in other countries, right? They've separated themselves from everything that's going on in America. They don't want to hear about it. But that's what I'm saying. We got to check them. You guys sending them money is not checking them. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe in African American men. I do believe in African American men. And I believe that we are the best on the planet. That's the last thing I believe in. Call me a blue pillar for saying it. But, and even I got African American men that I argue with about this. Because they want to say you guys are fucked. There's a lot of African American men that think we're fucked. That think we're done. And so now how can I argue? And then they do this paradoxical shit where they was on Austin's dick, they was on Floyd's dick when everything was going good. But once things are going bad now, they call me up or they see me and they say, see, I told you, African American men, we ain't shit. We ain't shit. That's what they say. That's what they say. And I tell everybody my story as a fucking college dropout. I'm a college dropout, bro. I'm a college dropout. And look how far I've gone. Ain't nobody dropping out of college living the life I live. And I got receipts longer than my fucking body. Like from my head to my toe. I got shit I could show you that I've been doing and striving and rocking. I got so much shit you guys don't even know about, but that's okay. I don't have to put it out there because I know what's uh, real to my life. I know I don't cap. You know, I really am. You know, I make grown men feel bad about breathing. Think about that. I make grown men feel bad about breathing. Standing next to me is like running a marathon for them. You know what I'm saying? So, but what you're seeing is failure. So maybe that's what you guys want to tune into. You guys want to tune into the failure show. And that's okay. But don't send them any more money, man. Stop feeding failure. Stop supporting these guys' ego. Okay? Stop. Just don't do it anymore. Because what you're doing is more harm. They have to learn how to solve this problem on their own. There's no shortcuts. We used to have a saying, my parents used to have a saying, my dad, he would always say, you got to pay your dues, son. You got to pay your dues. He used to say that. They got to pay their dues just like everybody else. There's no shortcuts. They got to go through the process. They got to go through the process. Okay? They're already homeless. So they're halfway through the process because living with your moms is not safe, especially in Dallas, Texas. That ain't safe. Living under a woman's roof, period, is not safe for African American men. You're not safe. Okay? Because any argument, you're going to jail. If he argues with his mama over anything, dirty dishes, socks, laundry, the light bill, when those bills come in next month, he can't help, and it turns into an argument, he's going to go to jail. She's going to call the cops. He's going to go to jail. And I'm thinking to myself, this nigga's driving around Fort Worth, and he's driving around Dallas, and I could give him a couple of ideas. Why the fuck don't he just get on the road and just go? You got LA to the west. You got DC and North Carolina to the right. Why don't you just go? If you go to DC, I could plug him with some people, you know, that'll help him. But why don't you just go? Driving around Fort Worth, driving around Dallas. You ain't no D-boy, so what you hanging around there for, man? You know? How you tell people I was doing all these great things and now I'm back here? You know, I'm already out of here. Y'all don't know that yet. When y'all see me, soon you're gonna be like, oh shit, this dude's back in whatchamacallit, you know? I'm already out of here. But so I'm just saying, like, and then you got the other doofus, Foreign Floyd, talking about he's leaving Colombia soon. I don't know with what money, because you only raised $57. That'd probably get you to Panama. So now you're going to Panama, or you're going to Puerto Rico, or DR. He's going to DR. That's where he's going. He can get to DR with $57. So maybe he's going to DR, but that makes even less sense, you know. And if he's already poor like that, he ain't coming back to America. No money. If he can't even call anybody and say, "Yo, let me get 100 so I can eat," I don't think he's gonna come back to America and have nowhere to live. You know, it's just what we're watching is this failure of grown black men, and then you see this shit they doing on Netflix with fucking Good Times, and it's just like feeding the narrative. And I'm here today because it does fuck with my money. I gotta go pitch some investors today. And I always feel like when they look at me, they're looking like they see this nigga and they see this nigga in me. I know I know they still always see OJ in me. I know that. They always still see OJ in me. But now they're thinking, you know, I'm a screw up just like these guys. Because you think we watching, you think only black people are watching them? No, man, it's everybody. And people talk, and in these white spaces, they talk about these two black buffoons who are, that's how they say it, these two black buffoons who are poor and begging on YouTube, ha ha ha. They thought they were travelers, ha ha ha. You know, and what they really shown is that most black men can't do anything until they retire, which is sad. So one dude's like 25, the other dude's like 20, 28. They got like, what is that? They got like 28. Um, let's just say 20 years. They got 20 years between them. They got 20 years each before they can really go back to traveling the way that they want to do it. The way that they want to do it, they got to wait 20 years. And I'm telling you, that's too long. That's too long for anybody. But if you want to do it where you have guaranteed income coming in, you gotta wait 20 years. And there ain't many opportunities left. Really, there's no such thing as that right now. The only men who are going to reach that bar are the ones who are already in that journey and have less than 5 or 4 years left. If you're a young man now, like my nephew, there's no future for this kid. I gotta get out here and make whatever I make. I gotta get out here and make 5, 6 million, squeeze out 5, 6 million, live my life, leave him some money in a trust so that he don't gotta worry about nothing. He can take care of his sister. They can live in the house, and he don't gotta worry about nothing. He fuck it up. He fuck it up. I'll be in the ground. It won't matter. But there's no, oh, I'm 20, I'm a young man today, and then I'm gonna go and do 20 years somewhere. That shit doesn't exist in the future, 10 years from now. And that's a fact. So that's all they're showing, man. That's all they're showing you guys is failure. All Austin Holman is showing you, all Foreign Floyd is showing you is failure when you travel. Failure, 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 failure. And it just pisses me the fuck off, man. And I swear to God, bro, I swear to God. Because so many people have been dick riding these dudes for no fucking reason. I still can't figure out. You gotta explain it to me. Leave it in the comments. What is it that you find so enthralling about Austin Holman? Give me one thing that you find fascinating about him. Give me one thing. One thing that'll make you watch a grown man eat for hours, lay in the bed for hours. That sounds so homo. Pause. Talking to some fucking moo on a dating app that he never met. Who even texts on a dating app when you could just hop on a video chat? You know why I never did well on Tinder? It wasn't for lack of me being handsome or anything like that, or being fat or anything like that. It was because as soon as a chick replied, I'm like, yo, WhatsApp me, let's hop on the video chat. Because I'm not getting catfish, and I know those photos lie. And then they evaporate, because all of them are doing that. Listen, no woman who is worth anything has to look for a man. No fine woman who is worth anything has to look for a man. You would not find them on a dating app. You're not going to find a Tiana Trump or a Brittany Rayner unless you got hella luck. Unless you got hella luck, unless you got hella luck, you're not going to find anybody like that on a dating app at all. Ever. Never. Ever, never, ever going to happen. Aren't you technically a passport bro? No, I'm not technically a passport bro. And this is why. Technicalities don't count. It's either you are or you aren't. It's not a technical thing. I've exhibited some traits. No, you either have one trait or you have none of the traits. And I have none of the traits of being a passport. Why is that? Well, first off, I've traveled to countries that passport bros don't go to, like Netherlands and Germany and Czech Republic and the ABC Islands, especially the ABC Islands. Passport bros ain't going to Aruba, Carousel, and Bonaire because they can't afford to. And these dudes be right next to Colombia. These dudes be in Colombia, which is right next to the ABC Islands. You can go to Barranquilla, Colombia, and catch a flight right there to Carousel. 7 days of the week for like 25, $40. So second, I went to Thailand with an ideal and left with a business. I didn't go to Thailand with a chick. I never went to Thailand for a woman. I went to Thailand for business. I applied for work visas and business visas, and my business visa got denied. I got to show you guys that. Maybe I'll show you guys that tomorrow, my business visa application. My smart visa, look it up. I applied for a smart visa. So I went to Thailand with an idea and left with a business, the winner's circle. Didn't leave with a chick, okay? And pretty much in most countries I go to, I try to do some type of business there. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is they're my enemies, man. Passport bros are my enemies. So how can I be one when I'm talking about it and I'm talking about them in this way? I want to get it in with these niggas, man. I want, you know what I'm saying? So they're my enemies. And then finally, what I have seen in all these countries is I have seen not just African American men there, I've seen a lot of white men, a lot of white men, Indian men, Asian men. So there's way more of them out there than there are us. Way more. We're like fucking tens of thousands more. So that doesn't even apply to us. We're insignificant. We're like this. They're like this. It's not even the same. So, but anyway, let me hop on out of here. I'm going to continue this. Oh, okay. Well, let me hop on out of here real quick because I want to change over my format. But thank you guys for joining me, and I'll talk to you in 5 minutes. Peace.